I see him.
That's what Tarkov is to me. God damn it.
Hey you guys and girls doing it, Attention918 here, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going over a 6-man kill raid. I'm going to break down everything. This video might be 30+ minutes. I'm going to talk about my entire mindset from the beginning of the fight, everything that I'm thinking about during it, the moves that I'm making, why I'm making these certain moves, and everything else that's going on in my head until the very end of the raid. So if you enjoy these kind of very in-depth breakdown analysis, please make sure to hit that subscribe and that like button as it helps out the channel. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So what I'm going to do for y'all is play all the major fight scenes, and then we'll go back and talk about it step by step.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, in front. I saw him at that last second, bro.
He's dead?
Who?
He's naked.
I just killed 3 people?
Golly.
Gotta get out of here. I gotta repack a magazine. Where'd I kill the second guy? There was 3. I'm not gonna spend forever look. Oh, yep, in the window.
Let's go.
Yeah, see, that's not. That the SR guy. Now watch this. You watching?
Mm-hmm.
Peep game.
I see him. God damn.
Take a look, TJ. Come on now.
All right, y'all, so let's talk about it and break it down step by step. Now, I do notice this guy that ended up killing my teammate at the very last second. He was right next to that plane right there. It might be really tough to see him because it's pixelated, but I saw him, and that's when he killed my friend. Immediately, what I'm going to do is fall back because I don't want to be left out in the open and exposed, and I don't want to try to take that aim fight when he's already looking in the direction that I'm at. It just wouldn't make sense to try to aim him and try to aim and fight him at that same time right there. So that's when I fall back, and I'm like, oh man, he was by the plane. One thing that I'm doing constantly, because I heard shots earlier at the cottage behind me, is listening for sounds behind me and making sure no one's sneaking up. And right when I think of that, that's when I see this guy rolling up right here, because I heard those footsteps, and I'm like, let me take the fight to this person because I want to make a decision. Do I want to be closer to the person that just killed my friend? Do I want to be close to the person that's pushing me behind me, or do I want to be in the middle? So I decided, let me just commit to this guy right here. That's when I see him. Luckily, he didn't see me before I saw him, and we were able to exchange those shots. I get that kill. Now immediately right here, the very first thing I do, anytime you get a kill in Tarkov, you want to immediately relocate. So I didn't even know that he had a teammate right here. I didn't even know this was a squad pulling up on me. I just was naturally falling back and throwing off my position. So if there was another teammate, they'd have to find me. Another thing that I'm doing right here is I'm pushing toward this rock, because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I need to get to any solid piece of cover that I can and throw the enemy's expectation of me off. So they need to figure out where I'm at instead of just knowing exactly where I am. If I would have stayed in that same spot, I probably would have died. Since I rotated to this rock right here, it completely threw this dude off guard, and now he has to rotate into me or rotate in front of me, and that gives me an easier kill. Because worst case scenario in this situation, the way I'm thinking about it, if we start exchanging shots and he starts messing me up right here, all I have to do is go over a little bit to this rock. If I start messing him up, he has nowhere to go. Like, he is out in the plain open for the whole world to see. So he's literally has to take this fight with me, and there's no cover for him whatsoever except these trees, which he's not going to reach the trees in time. So that's when we take this fight right here. Start going back and forth. He's dead. Now, another big thing too is that I did hear his third that was on top of this rock. And that's why I made sure that my back was as tight up against this rock as possible, because I knew that this third was probably going to try to push me. Luckily, they didn't collapse on me at the same time, or maybe this third teammate was a little bit farther behind. But like I said, getting to this cover was the best decision that I made, because had I stayed out in the open, even if I didn't die to this second guy, I would have died to this third dude who decided to get on top of this rock and get aggressive and start looking for me. We start putting shots downrange. We don't kill him in this first initial spray. And then this is a big important moment right here that I was thinking about. Earlier, when I said that I heard those shots over at the cottage, this was at the very beginning of the raid. I know that it's either going to be Sanitar and his goons, or it's going to potentially be other players. And because of that, I'm deciding not to full swing this guy, because if I swung him on that right side, now my entire body is exposed to the back of the cottages just like him. Exactly what I was thinking happened, or exactly what I wanted to happen happened, which he started getting messed up badly from somebody in the windows and someone at the cottages. And I used that time to my advantage, and while he's getting shot by someone who has a SVD or whatever gun that is, while he's getting shot, he's distracted. He has to focus on that person that's messing him up. That's when I capitalize, push up behind him, and get that kill. Immediately, what you hear me say in the clip as well, I got to get out of the area, because another thing that I'm thinking in my mind right now is that we have two threats that are still left as far as I know. We have the dude that was messing up the guy that I just killed that's in the window somewhere. And we also have the guy that just killed my teammate with the SR25, you know, 6 minutes ago. So I immediately say, I need to get out of this area. That other guy that killed my teammate at the beginning of the raid, he's going to be rotating in on this action. Like I don't know where he went, but he's going to try to third party this, because all of these shots are going on. He just killed my friend. He probably wants to kill me, get all the loot, yada, yada. So like I said, run away, reposition. I skipped this part in the video, but you know, I packed my mags, I healed up and everything. And then after I packed my mags and all that, I came back to the fight. Like I said, we gravitate back over to the area. I'm thinking to myself, this SR25 guy has to be somewhere. I'm assuming that if he didn't move, he would be on top of this hill. And as y'all can see, I'm just doing a clear scan of the whole area. If he's doing a flank, he's flanking somewhere. He's behind me. He's in this tree line in front of me. He's somewhere. And as soon as I say that, you hear me push up, I say to myself, oh, yep, in the window. You probably can't see it on the recording, but for a split second, I do see the player that was shooting at the guy that was at the rock earlier in the window. And I'm like, yep, there's somebody in the window there. Right when I was about to focus on him, this is the guy that killed my teammate earlier that's pushing up to try to find me and everything else that was going on in the area. Like I said, luckily we waited for him to come up the hill a bit. I just did that because I didn't want to take that shot when he was still behind that rock. He could fall back down it, let him get exposed, kill him, and then like I said, reposition. My friend's like, let's go. I'm like, hold on, but I wonder if that's the SR25 guy that we saw or that killed you earlier. I'm not so sure if that's him or not. And yes, it was him. I'll do a little bit of looting, and then I tell my friend, hold on, peep game, watch this, and then we end up getting the last guy. So I'll show y'all that right now. I want to show you a little bit of loot. These people were juiced up, man. They had defenders, they had NL545s. I think the other two had decked out M4s. Another one was carrying a fully kitted MP7. So I don't know if they killed somebody for that MP7 or not. But like I said, the last kill, I tell my friend, hold on, I see this dude right here. And I was going to go loot that body of the guy that I killed over at the rock. But remember, Tarkov is always about brain. Tarkov is 5% brain, 5% aim and 95% brain. So I thought to myself, wait a second, what happened to that other guy that was messing that dude up in the window? I'm so happy I checked. If I had went to go loot that other body that I killed earlier when he was getting shot by this same guy, I would have died the same exact way, and all that loot would have just been gone to waste. This dude would have gotten it. So like I said, we see him right there. Of course, let me clear out the area, get that headshot lined up. He's dead. I don't even loot that dude because I'm not going all the way to the cottage. And now, since I know the entire area is clear, there's no one else coming in, that's when we do our full loot and then we skedaddle. So the main things that I want y'all to just remember in this raid is always be thinking about, trying to think about as much as you can when you get into fights, and not just a singular situation. You know what I mean? So one of the things you'll learn as you're playing Tarkov is you just can't think about the situation that you're in. You have to think about the situation that you're in and the situations that could happen because of it. So not only are you thinking about the person that you're fighting in front of you, you got to be thinking about what guns are you hearing in the distance? Where could people be rotating to? If somebody wants to third party you, where are they going to try to third party you from? What are the available pieces of cover that you can go to and rotate to at all times? How many people does it sound like? Are there any hiding spots that someone could come from? So these are all things that, like I said, you'll pick up and you'll understand as you play and as you learn. You'll learn the lessons. You'll die a lot, tough lessons to learn, but you know, you'll learn them. And that's the advice I have for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you all enjoyed videos like this, and I will make sure to make plenty in the future, as I will have plenty of clips going over my deaths and my good raids. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Simpson 918 out of here. Love you guys.